So let's talk about creating arrays in PHP. So essentially all an array is an array is a variable with multiple values. So it has indexes, so index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. And into those index slots, you can put different values. So why this can be valuable is if you're going to be doing something, let's say you're having a party or you're having an event and multiple people will be coming to your event and you want to be able to list out who those people are in alphabetical order. Now, if you were using basic variables in order to add all those names into individual variables and then be able to sort that and print it out, it would be a complicated process. If you use an array, what you can do is you can create the array, put in Bob in spot 0, Mary in spot 1, put in all of these different names. Then what you can do is you can do a sort on that array, either alphabetically or reverse alphabetically, and then you can print out the results of that sort. So it makes life a lot easier when you're going to be doing things like if you have a large list. Or the other thing that you can do is if you're going to be collecting a number of bits of information about a certain, let's say a certain person. So let's say you want to use information about a person because you're using some kind of contact relationship management software. So what you could do is you could put $person or $user and turn that into an array. And spot 1 can be their first name, spot 2 can be their last name, their email address, their phone number, so on and so forth. So you can have all of that information essentially in the equivalent of one variable. And so then you can just do $person and then go to the key for whatever information you're trying to get, whether it's their first name, whether it's their last name, whether it's their email address, and be able to pull out the information that way. So the two reasons that you generally use arrays is either you're creating a list, so all this information goes into a list so that you can order it, you can sort it, or if you're trying to collect a lot of information, a lot of different pieces of information, basically essentially about one variable, let's say like a user or something like that, you can plug all this information in and then you know exactly where to go back to. And so that's really all there is to arrays. So with that, let's go over to the computer so I can show you how to create an array and how you can print out the values that are in it. Now, as I've talked about before, there are different versions of PHP. So as I do this particular series, we're up to version 7 point something or other. And in those different versions, there have been different ways to create arrays. So in the later versions of PHP, there's actually a different way to create an array than what I'm showing you now. Why I'm showing you what I'm showing you is because this is backwards compatible. So if you're using PHP 7, this will work. If you're using PHP 4, this will work. Whereas if I show you a different way of creating an array, it'll work in PHP 7, but it won't work in PHP 4. So that is something to realize if you're a coder that knows what's going on and you're wondering why I'm showing this. I'm just showing this for ease so people can get used to it, and to realize if you know you're working on a platform that has PHP 7, there is a different way to create arrays that looks a lot better and is a little bit easier to do, but this will work regardless. So I created a script right here. All it's called is array.php, and of course, creating a script, we start with a PHP tag. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to create the array. So this looks a lot like creating and setting the value for a variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to create $names. So this is going to be like for a list of names, again, for a party or for an event or something like that. And what we're going to do is that we're going to say it equals, and then we use the array function. So the array function is going to add all of these names into the array. So we do parentheses and then do single quotation mark. So what we're going to be doing is the values are between single quotation marks and then you separate by a comma. So single quotation mark Bob, close single quotation mark, comma, single quotation marks Sue, single quotation mark, end with a comma. So just remember, basically you end with a comma all the way to the last one, and then you close a parentheses, and of course you finish with the semicolon. And this is all you have to do in order to create an array. So this has now created an array of names. Now one thing that's important to understand is when you're dealing with the array right now, and you're dealing with the index keys, numeric index keys, it starts with 0. It doesn't start with 1. So right as this is now, Bob is in spot 0, Sue is in spot 1, Ted is in spot 2, Ralph is in spot 3. So that's one of those confusing things when you're dealing with a basic array. Just remember that it starts at spot 0. It does not start at spot 1. Now, what we're going to do here is we're just going to print out all the values in the array. So if we use the print underscore r function and feed it names, what this will do is this will spit out all the values in an array. This is useful. You know how in many of the examples I will print out the value of what's in the variable just so we make sure that the value in the variable is what we think is the value in the variable. Again, this is a good troubleshooting step where if you do print underscore r and then feed it the array, it will print out what's in the array, and you can make sure what's in the array is what you think is in the array. Past that, then what we're going to do is we're just simply going to do a print and again a break for HTML. So this will break it to a new line in HTML. And then to show you how to print from a particular index spot within an array, what we're going to do is we're going to do print $names. Then we're going to open bracket, so this is a bracket now, and then we're going to say spot 2, close bracket, semicolon. Now, when I say spot 2, you think about this for a second. Whose name do you think will print when I say spot 2? If you said Ted, you would be correct. The reason being is spot 0 is Bob, spot 1 is Sue, and therefore spot 2 is Ted. So this is one of the ways that you can be a little bit confused here. So we go to silicondojo.com, of course, and then we go array.php. And okay, so this is where that print underscore r is. So it shows us that the variable is an array. It shows us in spot 0 is Bob, spot 1 is Sue, spot 2 is Ted, spot 3 is Ralph. So again, this is just here for troubleshooting, just so you make sure you know what you're looking at. And then under that, as I showed you here, we do print $names in spot 2, and that then means Ted. So again, Ted is at 2. Important thing to understand there. Again, if we go back and let's say we just change that to spot 0, we do file save. We upload, and then we come back and refresh. Now we see that array at spot 0 is Bob. So that's really all there is as far as the code is concerned for how to create an array, how to print out the information in the array, and then how to print from a specific index in that array. So that's all there is to creating in a basic array so that you can start working with it, and how to print out from an index position within the array. Again, to be clear, if you're a long-term PHP programmer or if you know you're going to be working in the PHP 7 world, there is a different way to create arrays. It makes it a little bit simpler, a little bit easier to read. The reason that I'm showing you this particular way is that it should work across the board regardless of what version of PHP that you're using. So that's just one of those things to keep in mind. So that's really all there is to creating an array and being able to read out of an array, and that's why it matters.